we are headed over to Steamtown for the Mega YouTube meetup. And funny enough, I have to take the turnpike. So we're going to put the cameras on the car, see if we find anything. I'll see you over there.
Put that in, redid the whole train shed. I ended up using the
Okay guys, so here we are at the Mega YouTube meetup that is hosted by Sparky 107, and behind me you can see a really big train. So let's check this one out. So, just an idea, those wheels are just about as tall as I am. This is, from what JP Videos told me, supposed to be the largest train of its kind, and no longer runs. Well, I think it does run, but they're not using it anymore.
To climb up.
Yep. Yeah, so this is where people did actually go up into it. As you can see, they got the door locked up there. They don't want anybody messing with this. And they have the do not climb, and they put this plexiglass piece here to cover the steps so that way nobody can actually, attempt climbing up it and causing any vandalism or anything like that. Okay guys, so here's the one that we seen on the entrance. Light's blinking up there. I don't know why that is, but it's blinking. You can see they got it braced down there so that way it doesn't roll. Yeah, so since we can actually get up close to this one, seriously look at how big these wheels are. That is seriously my height. That's awesome. You can actually see some of the levers up there, looking through the window. It'd be so awesome to go inside, but so we're gonna make our way over so that way we can not be late and be in on the action.
The roundhouse is over there. Go have fun. Don't miss the ball, but that's awesome.
The ball will be coming out in a few minutes. It's going to take a spin on the turntable. I encourage you to go over there and check it out, and then explore the rest of the facility at your own leisure.
And it's free to do whatever you want. You don't have to hang with me or JP or anybody else. Just, everybody will bump into each other too. They have their stuff. And food is go up that big ramp right there. I'm going to say this now because we missed it last year. As soon as you go in the doors to the mall, that's the food court. Make sure you look for it because we walked right through it. Have fun, guys, and that's it. Knock yourselves out.
You can ring the bell.
Mine's in a bag. Put it on the
So is that awesome ringing the bell?
Yeah, you try.
Well, hold on, because this train's about to come out. So any minute now, there's a train that's going to come out of here onto the turntable, and then it's going to rotate and put it to where it's going to go. this is where it's going to come to.
Yeah, they're gonna load it up with coal over here, and then it goes up past that tower and does what is called a blowout. That's where they release a huge thing of pressure. It shoots out like 100 feet.
Oh man. Okay guys, so myself, JP Videos, The Wandering Woodsman, and Adam's Restaurant are about to board that. It's coming down here now.
Hop aboard if you want.
Yes.
Hey Jake, hold on, I want to get everybody going. Wait to this side real quick.
Alan, if I could suggest sit on this side on the way down, please.
Okay.
Everyone look happy.
On the other one we could see better too.
Yeah, it has more visibility. This one it says more geared for winter time. It's like heavy, so it's in the snow. But the other one's like a streamliner. It's quicker.
So they run both of them, I guess?
Yeah, they have two different ones. And they're restoring a third one. It's supposed to be operative, I think, sometime this year.
Oh, the blue one.
Yeah, it came from Philadelphia.
You should run it for those obstructors.
Thank you.
One of them?
Should we hold it up?
Yes, sir. Ready? Okay. I have to keep them now. They're souvenirs. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, now you can put it in your pocket.
We're going to bring your fares up on the fare register box.
Where's that?
It shows that we came on it, so when they put the hole in, it means that we already used the ticket.
Every time we count passengers.
You know, it is true though.
So we are going on a 10-mile round trip,
Like it down.
and along the way we'll just point out a few of the interesting things you will see. There's an old abandoned coal mine we'll go by. I'll tell you a little bit about it. It was a big part of our history here in this region. Beautiful 3-story waterfall called the Step Falls. It's in the gorge area of Scranton. A mile-long tunnel is the feature of the trip. It goes underneath Crown Avenue. 2.5 miles of woods and the ride ends up at our restoration shop, which is left field of the baseball stadium. So when we get there, we'll invite everybody inside for a couple minutes. We'll show you some more trolley cars and a few exhibits that we have. And the whole trip is almost an hour. The car you're riding on this morning was built in 1926. It's 93 years old this year. It was built in Philadelphia and it ran in Philadelphia. It was built by the J.G. Brill Company and it ran in the western suburbs of the city, towns such as Median, Sharon Hill, Westchester, Ardmore, terminated in the Upper Darby section of the city in the 69th Street Terminal, and it ran about 1976 in service. And it's a very unusual car because you load right in the center. It always required 2 men. You had to have a motorman and a conductor. Conductor would be stationed here. He would collect your fares, ring them up on the fare register box, just like I did with all of you. He was in charge of the car. When you got on the car, you had to pay him. When you got off the car, you would actually ask him to ring for the next stop. He would signal the motorman to stop. And the motorman operates the car. And in this car, because it's an enclosed compartment, John's pretty much sealed off to himself. So that was the need for having 2 men on this car. And the way they would talk is through a bell system. These ropes have a bell and where he's standing, and the same thing on that end. And he would signal the motorman to stop and go as you went about your business. Hi guys, come on up.
Morning.
Good. Touch that for you. Sure. You can sit anywhere you like. That is the front to your left. Down here. Just make yourselves right at home.
Thank you.
Good luck. So that was how basically the car operated back then. This car was actually saved by the Buckingham Valley Trolley Association, just a bunch of men in Philly that love trolley cars. SEPTA was getting rid of these cars in the 1970s, and these men saved this car, the cars you saw in the museum, and the ones I'm going to show you when we get up to our restoration shop. And this car has also a unique feature of it can be put together with other center door cars and run as a train. And oftentimes in Philadelphia they did that. Rush hour, you'd have 2 and 3 of these cars hooked together as a train, and it was quite a common sight back then. Unfortunately for us, we only have the 1 center door car. We would love to have a second one where we could actually do that, run it as a train. Everything on this car is original except the ad cards, reproductions of the originals, 1926, late 1960s. Some of the seats have been redone. You can see they look a little newer. The one that is actually original is right where John is, that back, that is from 1926. So you can see how it would age over 93 years. The car is equipped with everything, even electric heat. It runs along the sills, baseboards. This is where electric heat was actually invented first on the trolley car before it was ever in anyone's home. The only thing it doesn't have is air conditioning, but that's why we have the windows. We just open the windows and off we go. So it looks like we have everybody. What I'm going to do now is close up our doors. And we're going to give our motorman the signal to begin, and that's very simple. 2 bells means take the car ahead. 1 is to stop the car, 3 is to go in reverse. So we're going to give John 2 bells to begin our trips. And here we go. And back in the old days when the trolleys started, the conductor would yell out to his passengers, "Hang on to your nickels." It was a famous trolley expression. That was the original fare on the trolley car, a nickel. So hang on to your nickels.
So that's a baseball field.
Yeah. He's gonna mention in there that they used to haul passengers out here for the games back in the day.
I've shown before, but there is some cars working on it.
We were doing 30 out there in case you were wondering. It's our track speed. And 76 isn't really going to go too much faster than that. It's a very heavy car, but it's not really built for speed. This one is. This one could reach speeds of 70 to 80 miles an hour. It's a really fast car.
They used to go pretty quick.
They go quick, but
I remember driving with past that one, at the speed limit, it went past me when I was standing still.
It's 35 tons though, so it only has 30 horsepower motors on it. So yeah, it's not, that one's not really fast. This one is. This one's only 14 tons with 85 horsepower motors on it, so it's built to fly. And basically got the red arrow lines through the Depression era. So if you were wondering why they call Scranton the Electric City, just think of the trolley car. You have the answer. Next week it could be on Jeopardy. I'll be the first one out for that last Scranton trivia. And because of that, we got the museum built in the National Park, and we did not have a ride. The guys from Philadelphia, the Buckingham Valley Trolley Association, saved this collection. They ran them under the Ben Franklin Bridge for a number of years at Penn's Landing. And then they basically decided to donate the cars to us here. So that's our Philly connection, in case you're wondering. And then for us, we just grew and grew and grew till we had a destination. So you're in Lackawanna County. The county owns everything. The railroad, this building, the trolley cars, the ballpark. You're in left field of the baseball stadium. You have to remember, this is where everybody used to go to a baseball game. Back in the day, no one owned an automobile. It wasn't invented yet. The only way you could go to a game is either if you live within walking distance or on a trolley car. Every ballpark was built on a trolley line financed by the trolley companies, so they could take people to and from the ball games. Major League Baseball would be quite different today. Probably not even our national pastime wasn't for the trolley lines. They actually built the sport in what it is today, and they are forever linked in history with the sport of baseball. And the example we love to use is the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's a unique, interesting nickname in sports, even if you're not much of a sports person. I'm sure we've all heard that nickname. Their real home was in Brooklyn, New York, and their true name was the Brooklyn Trolley Dodgers. They just simply dropped the trolley off the Dodgers when they moved to LA. And basically, in Brooklyn, you'd have 2 and 3 tracks down the middle of the street, just crossing from one side of the road to the other. You were affectionately called a trolley dodger because you were dodging trolley cars. So that's where that very famous sports nickname came from. And for us here in Scranton, we've always had minor league teams. We started in the early 1900s. Back then, they weren't AAA and AA and what they call them today. They were simply the farm club of the big team. And we had the Cleveland Indians here in the beginning. They were called Scranton Miners, coal mining. Boston Red Sox were here until the 1950s. The Scranton Red Sox, they were always called. And then this stadium was originally built for the Philadelphia Phillies. They were called the Red Barons. And this was the centerpiece of this mountain in the 1980s when this was completely undeveloped. This started it. Up on top was the ski resort, Montage Mountain. And then everything else came. The National Golf Club that they have there, Glenmora, the $1 million mansions that dot the whole mountain, hotels, and of course the shopping mall up there, businesses. So everything took off after that over the last 25, 30 years. But the baseball stadium was the starting piece to develop this mountain. And we do the games on Sundays. The Rail Riders 1 o'clock game is always our 12 o'clock trip. It's the only ballpark in the country to go to a game on a 93-year-old trolley car the way our grandparents, great-grandparents used to do it. So we do make it fun and unique all summer long when the Riders are home. Every Sunday when they're home, it's our baseball Sunday. So thank you very much for coming in for a little bit, sharing our history and spending your time with us.
Okay, so now we're back here at the turntable. We're going to take a look inside of there, where he's ringing the bell.
They allow you.
Yeah, you're allowed.
Yeah. You just pull that like right there, and then you just pull it. Look, It rings the bell. Look.
Here, Jake, watch out so she can get a picture.
Wow.
So guys, here's...
It's really fun. Why?
what inside actually looks like.
Get down.
Whoa.
Let him have another turn.
This is so amazing. You're allowed to do all this stuff.
No, we're only allowed to get
Yeah,
this.
just don't touch any of this.
Yeah, you don't touch any of the leaders.
You only can do this.
Isn't that amazing? Look.
But this is where
Okay, so now we're going inside of where the train was actually parked.
These occasionally for some of the movement crews.
So, the coolest part about this is how many people can honestly say they've ever came into where they actually house and work on the trains. So, if you notice what I showed you previously over there, the cut in the ground, you can see a little bit right here. What that is it goes right underneath the train. So, they can go underneath and do any type of service that they need to do at the bottom. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this video. It's definitely going to be a little bit lengthy, but so worth it. So you can see right here is a perfect shot from above. You can just step right down in, and it goes pretty far. It's actually cool looking like. Okay, so there's the train right there, which is the one that was pulling out, parked here. So whatever this one is, it's not here.
Thank you very much for that information. Now you see the engine like this, right? Looks like a normal engine.
Yeah.
Come to the other side.
What?
That's cool, isn't it?
That is awesome.
It's like it's ripped right open like a sardine can.
Wow.
See, it says sandbox. I was telling you about before.
Yeah, yeah.
You follow the tube down, it comes right down to the wheels for traction.
Wow.
I made a video on this a few years ago. It's one of my first videos for 800,000. Just on this alone. And this is like an educational exhibit right here. See the inner workings of the steam engine.
Yeah, so this is literally all opened up. You know, I never would have thought this is what it would have looked like.
Yeah, just
On
all
the
the air
inside.
tubes. Lots of plumbing. And the firebox, you know, creates the steam, builds up the pressure to move the piston. Alan here checking it out. It's your first time here, right?
Yes.
We also have Rich Discovery is here from Connecticut. He came with his family. He's not wandering around making videos. So that was a great group of people today. They have the tender cut open too, so you can see this is where they would store the coal right there, and then water would be in the rest of it. Well, thank you. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
So I think this is probably one of the craziest pieces here, the fact that it's a full-size real train and the other side is just completely open and missing, so that way you can see what really goes on. I would have never expected that. So this is on hinges, so it looks like this would actually flip right up, latch there, and I'm assuming the legs probably fold as well. Yes, they do. Got some seats up top here. This is pretty cool. They got the crossing right here, and then there's also the one here which would be in the street. So that's neat to see inside of here. Got a nice above shot up here. Figured I'd take advantage of it while I have the chance to. This actually would have been a really nice spot to get the turntable moving too. Hey guys, so right now we are walking along this bridge. We're gonna go get something to eat. There's a mall up here, which is where we're going to stop at. So
They're good. They're really good.
we're gonna get some food and back to filming.
In case you guys didn't know, this is the same path that the coal dock took. Used to push loaded coal cars up here and dump them into the hopper, so they kind of recreated it with the walking platform.
That's cool.
So we got it repurposed.
Yeah.
Yes.
I always like repurposed stuff better than new.
Definitely.
Now right down here we've got all the abandoned trains. That one looks like it's got a little tree or something growing out the top of it right there. These are the ones I want to take a look at. Yeah guys, so we are back from lunch. Just went inside of the mall, had some pizza, had something to drink, and now we're back to it. So let's get right back into the action. When do we ever listen to that? Oh wow, yeah, that's all busted up inside.
You're it.
Yeah, the whole roof's down in it. And just like that, we're back to abandoned, broken stuff.
Get away.
Yeah, so you can see the board's got some nails.
Wait, stop poking.
Oh man.
Everywhere you look, there's cool equipment.
So there's a little bit of graffiti in there. Got some broken glass. Yeah, just watch, there's broken glass around. This is quite the tight squeeze back here, but gonna go in anyway. It's actually pretty cool being able to see a train out of service. Might be a body in this one. There's a nice bag. Yeah, they're probably just covering that up from things falling out of it, or maybe somebody going in it. Must be a big hole in there. Oh, we got another one. Oh yeah, look at that. You can see right there, just going straight through. That's totally gone. With the door up top. That was a tight squeeze.
These are probably just parts of the other ones, I guess. I don't know.
open. There's a glove in there. Just a piece of wood. Nothing too spectacular. Oh, that opens right up. Look at that. That's cool. This one's all boarded up. Must have had all the windows broken out. Let's see if there's anything interesting on the side of it. Oh, now that right there is what I'm gonna have to take a look at. I'm gonna do that after I get done this section.
Oh, please send me a picture.
So I'm gonna go hit that other side momentarily. Right now I'm gonna work my way back over this way, catch up with the guys, and see what else is in this row before I skip over to the next one. Okay, so now we're back over here. I'm gonna tuck down this way. You can see there's another engine right there. Oh, and hello, there's a giant one right here in front of my face that I didn't realize. I like this. I think this is a cool design. Let me try to step back a little bit without impaling myself with something. See, this area here is totally gone. This is rotted real bad. Got a hole there. Oh man, yep, gotta watch the glass. This is cool because even though this event wasn't something that necessarily pertains to my channel, in a lot of ways it does, and it has. Again, you can see the wheels. That's actually taller than I am, which is insane. That is a huge, huge wheel. Oh, look at that. So yeah, this is definitely awesome to look at, but at the same time keep in mind how dangerous it actually is back here. You know, something as simple as scraping my side off of one of these, or not paying attention and stepping on something could be extremely painful. Actually see inside of there, that one's opened up. And over here, looks like somebody busted this open to get inside, which I'm not going to do. I'm not going to go climb in there. It says keep off, so I'm going to keep off. Just love this whole setup system on here. I think that's awesome. even how close I can come to hitting my head off of something is a little, it's a little much. So you really want to be careful coming back here. This is definitely a newer chain. This is only plastic. You can see the steps just totally broke off of this one. JP Videos is still down there doing his thing. I think we're like all in our own row right now. Telephone box. And this is getting really tight. Yeah, you can see somebody actually busted that lock off. Just messed up. You know, to anybody watching, if you're someone who does this, you know, please keep in mind if there is something that says keep off or stay away, you should probably abide by it. But it's literally resorted to me walking pretty much sideways right about now, trying to get through here because this is really tight, except for the openings. You know, when there's other things, then you can kind of get in, but and you can see right here there's a lot of things sticking out that could catch you while you're walking. So. Hopefully there's something worthwhile in there. I couldn't see it myself. Oh, there's a bird's nest. That one's pretty cool looking. I like that. That is awesome. That just totally screams abandoned right there. Check all that out.
Make it to the end. I felt like it was getting narrower and narrower.
Tight man squeeze.
That side was pretty narrow too.
See, we got the train coming back down now. I think this turned into watch your step to, well, you probably fell off and busted your butt. Oh, look at this one. This one's just totally gone. Look at the outside of this thing.
Hey, tricks of the trade here.
And then I got past that
I
stage.
killed that guy behind, and I got a pistol.
So this is one of those boxes like that opened up. Some of the stuff inside. It's a cool looking little train. Hey, check that out. There's a spider web. Pretty big one, just kind of hanging right between the two. It's got a little tiny wheel on this one. Hopefully there was something worth seeing in there. Just, you know, couldn't see it myself, so. Oh, there's this one. $47. It's cool how it looks like it has white wall tires on it. Just the way they painted all these trains like that. And right back to the front with the big boy. Looks like this one's still loaded with some stuff. Not entirely sure what that thing is. Looks like it's some kind of motor. I don't know if maybe that's for something to do with being for a train or something, I'm not sure. Got some wheels. Yeah, there's some stuff sitting on this. Such a shame too, all this went to waste. Whatever all these parts do and what they're for, I mean, you can tell that these are part of a train or a car, whatever, to be on a railroad track, but specifically for whatever they are for, such a waste that they went to waste. Okay, now the one thing I wanted to show you guys, which JP Videos brought me over here, showed me this earlier today, is actually a snowblower for the railroad track. Now what would happen is there would be a train engine that would actually push it, because this cannot push itself. However, there is a huge motor inside, and this is what it looks like. So imagine stepping out in front of this train. Probably not the smartest idea anybody could have. Alright guys, so let's check this part out here too. This is awesome. Now this actually looks like it's damn near brand new, if not. Still wrapped up in it as if it is. Now one thing that JP has mentioned, that name right there is actually the same name that was associated with building the cement factory pieces. So, not sure what the connection is there, but there's definitely some sort of connection. Alright guys, so I just came back to do a close-up of this one. I found that. Now that I gotta check out. This is actually hidden back here, and this is nuts. This thing is so cool looking. Wow guys, look at that. That is so cool looking. Out of all the abandoned trains here, that's my favorite. Okay, so right now they are about to bring the train in, the same one that we watched leave, on the turntable, and I've got my camcorder sitting down there because I can't enter that area because, you know, just in case the train doesn't stop and it goes right through the wall. But anyway, so the camcorder is sitting there, and we are going to get the train coming in and parking into its station. system here to take all the fumes out. Oh, look at that, they got a wiper on there.
I got footage of in here and I started.
Check it out. These fancy lights. Check those out.
Right in the corner here is like a thermostat and a barometer and speed.
A bit tight right here. Okay, so that's sleep in there.
Cool rose lights.
Oh man.
You see how those lights are like rose buds? Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And there's actually a rack right up here too. Stuff. Bathroom. That's a nice looking bedroom right there. This is a really, really, really tight hallway here, which, you know, to be expected. Yeah, and there's a dining room in here. This is really cool. You know, imagine being on a train and something like this. It's awesome. There's an old fan up there. Kitchen. And even left stuff here looking like luggage.
There's not too much.
There's a what?
There's not much to look at.
Did you hit your head?
No, I stepped down.
Oh, I almost hit my head.
I don't have that problem.
Yeah.
All for one control, because anybody who's stuck, if somebody else is up on his wheel, you go down.
This is cool. So this is a mail truck. Yeah.
This is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go up. Some of them do.
Oh, yeah. Can you get this up?
There we go.
Oh, okay. That's cool. You look like you're waiting for a train.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to be hauled away.
There you go. That's a better picture than the toilet.
Wherever they're gonna take me, I guess I'll go.
Okay guys, so that's going to wrap it up for today's video of Steamtown. Hopefully you guys really enjoyed this. I'm sure some people may have found things or knew what things were and had a better explanation for some things, so it's always good to see everyone's point of view. So if you're someone who attended this and I don't know who you are, then just go ahead and drop a link down in the comment section. I'll approve it so that way people can go and check out your video. To anybody that I know is here, I'm going to leave them down in the description so that way you can visit their channel, and when they have their videos up, I will also leave them so that way you guys can check them out. I'll see you next time.
The apocalypse.